Journal entry, 3rd of the month of September, in the year of our Lord 1140. I had dreaded the time I was to come of age for the past years. Of course, as a woman of noble birth, I understand my duty, and I would have followed my father's wishes had the betrothal been upheld, yet I shudder at the thought of the vile Prince Gerold's presence. The old Kaiser is a good man, but his sons are vile creatures beautiful to behold, yet rotten at their core. My father's actions have brought the ire of most of my family on him, and many in the streets shake their heads. They thought me lucky beyond belief, that I would be a princess at the court in Graz, and now think me willful for the joy of escaping that fate. Lest my stepmother, who is with child once more, gives birth to a son, I shall take my father's burden when the time comes. For now, it soothes my heart to see him hang his axe and return to his beloved books, and finally travel the lands he has fought so hard for. Indeed, Duchess Eleanor is pregnant once more, and if she has a male descendant, then he would become the primary heir, whereas right now the succession looks like this. Peronella will receive the duchy. Juliana will receive Languedoc, and Navarre currently will receive Quercy and Montauban. So that is the current situation of the succession, but we will see how that ends up turning out. Meanwhile, Queen Elodie of Jerusalem has begun a holy war against the Kingdom of Arabia, and I don't think that is going to end up very well for the Crusaders, but again, we have no impact there. While she is of the House de Villeron, they are too far away to interact with, and as such, there is no military alliance of any kind. So unless she gets help from nearby, and I think she's made some enemies in the Byzantine Empire, then I don't see that becoming a very successful campaign. However, far away problems, much closer to Toulouse. The next step I think that we will be looking at is to upgrade the castle in Toulouse, which currently would require 467 coin. So we'll have to collect taxes for a while, or see if we can ask the papacy for some additional coin. Let's see. No, we are definitely not pious enough for the Pope to give us any funds. Meanwhile, the Caliph has called jihad against the people of France. We must rally against the ruthless horde of fanatics under his command if we wish to survive. Oh dear. Just as Aldéric has hung up his axe and his armor, he is not to find peace. So, who do we have? We've got, obviously, King Benoit the Craven of France, and we've got Caliph Abd al-Qadir ibn al-Fath of the Muwalladi Caliphate. So that is House Abbadid, and that is the Al-Andalus Sultanate. So these guys here. So the infidels are coming and have declared jihad on France. So, it looks like they're after Aragon, though. So, I'm not yet seeing that this is a neighboring country. But do we need to defend the people? Well, they are Catholics after all in Aragon. Well, St. George protect us from these infidels, because Duke Aldéric has come to the point that he cares for his family and not for the. If they should tread onto Toulousian ground, we shall defend it. But if all they're after is to retake the lands in Aragon, then I shall not get involved. So that's ongoing, and we can always join that later. So right now it looks like the strength of the defenders is vastly superior anyway. But since we are, troops are rallying everywhere, and as long as they leave the grounds in Toulouse unbothered, I shall not subject my duchy to yet another war, yet another plague, and yet another bloodshed. We have Count Jean of Montpellier, who is belligerent, definitely belligerent, has created a faction again, and he seeks to lower my authority. Well, that's not going to happen, especially not with war breaking out everywhere. So we will have to observe the happenings here, and we will see if anything goes on. Meanwhile, with a tired yet blissful smile, Eleanor presents me with a perfect little son. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit a duke? Now, we could call him Bernard, but I think we are going for a different name. Française, Marceau, Anselme, Émeric, Aymar, Laurence, Gervais, Guy, Florence, Guitare, Estève, Guillaume, Laurence, Pierre Raymond. I'm just clicking through here to see which one I like. Henrique. I like Henrique. Henrique de Villeron. May you grow strong and wise, my son. So with that, we actually have, we should have a new primary here. So we've got little Henrique de Villeron, and he would become, he would be the heir. So Peronella, I'm sorry, you're out, at least for now, while Ulrich is taking care of things. Now I am already looking after Juliana and Navarre, so little Ulrich will have to be looked up after by somebody else. But I think instead I am going to remove my guardianship from her and have her taken care of by the Duchess Eleanor, and then instead I will be taking care of Henrique de Villeron by myself. There we go. So for now, he's the heir to the throne, and yes, we will have to observe the battles in foreign lands here. It looks like friendly troops are moving in rapid succession into the battles in Aragon to defend their lands from the Andalusian troops. But Aldéric has decided that he is simply too tired to fight yet another war in foreign lands. As Catholic troops roll across the lands and flood into Aragon, we have another wandering lifestyle, and we can do the inspection, which is something I was looking to do anyway. So while all this nonsense is going on, we shall have ourselves an inspection of the lands to see where things can be improved. And we could go to Béziers, we could go to Carcassonne or to Foix. I think Carcassonne is not a bad idea because we've had some troubles in the lands. Alternatively, we could go to Quercy and see if we can, because Quercy is a land that we are controlling ourselves. But no, I think Carcassonne is a good place, just to make sure that there is no further evil raising in these lands, because that has been problems. That has been troublesome before. But we are going to customize the route. Yeah, no, we're going directly. I was going to customize the route a little bit, but I think did we have? Hang on. Let me abort this. Just want to check. we have the mustering. So traveling improves the effectiveness of stationed men-at-arms. So what we could do is we could just take a detour before we go to Carcassonne. Yeah, maybe that is a good idea. So okay, let's plan that, and I'll do a bit of a detour through the northern lands before we make our way to Carcassonne for the final inspection. Okay, I've been informed that this would be considered too lengthy for an inspection, so we cannot actually do that detour. Instead, we must head straight to Carcassonne and do the inspection there. So let's begin. Time to take matters into my own hand, oversee the workings in Carcassonne, and count every sheep, fortification, sword, sack of grain. All right, let's go. I do know that Carcassonne is managed by Count Pierre Bernard II, but that doesn't mean that we can't take a good look and see what's going on there. So what shall we do here? I think we are. We're here to improve the bureaucracy, improve the taxes, the development, and the control, especially in Carcassonne, because things are not as good as yet as we would like to, and the problems of the evil that has been going through are not quite rooted out yet by the looks of it. As I traveled through the street of Carcassonne, I suddenly find myself facing a woman, being threatened by some sort of ruffian. In the middle of the day, she screams for help as she looks at me and my guards. Some mercenaries in the city have been turning to banditry and crime to sustain themselves as of late. Must be these Crusaders that I keep hearing about, but I had no idea that it had gotten this bad. Do I want to step in and help this poor woman? I would absolutely say so. We do need to intervene, and I could either get my garrison to try and run them out. That would give safe streets for 10 years, or a prowess challenge for a protective ruler. Plague resistance, yes. So I shall intervene myself, because I have been fighting all my life, and I shall not see bandits. Unfortunately, I have been wounded in the altercation, but my wounds were slight, and I have already been healed. Right, we could improve the taxes in Carcassonne. We could try to increase the development, or we could improve control. I think control is what we're after here, because the lands of Carcassonne has. If we look at we can look at it directly. The control is still much lower than I would like it to be. They're not paying enough of their taxes. That comes with the whole thing. Local garrisons has been struggling, so we'll see. We have a marginal success on improving the situation. But with that, I think we are getting there. I find myself yet again in conversation with some of the locals about how I should prioritize the restructuring of Carcassonne. It's town walls or the merchant district. 60 coin, either way, ouch. Or, so that would give building time, building cost, or the invested in the guilds. Development growth. Yeah, development would be good. The merchants have the right of it, definitely. So let's get that underway. And Montauban has completed constructing bastion and walls, but we are now trying to collect coin for the improvements in Toulouse Castle. It looked impossible at first, but I have somehow managed to find a way to start putting things right in Carcassonne, ending some of the local corruption and banditry. Though it is only a first step in the right direction, it is crucial for the county's future. And with that, we gain some legitimacy. Carcassonne pays increased taxes and gets increased development, as planned indeed. And we shall finish our inspection and return back to Toulouse. Passing on the path in the bishopric of Pamiers, I see a man handing out drinks to everybody. The ale aroma immediately hits my nose, and I see the dark brew swirling slightly as I accept the drink. Like everyone else, I down it all in one go, and it is astonishingly good. Is it acceptable, my lord? He asked with a curious glint in his eyes. Those monks are really, really good at making ale, and gives me an emphatic look as he continues. If only I had somewhere I could make more like it. We could get the brew house for 25 coin. That is, I could get him as my brewmaster, okay. So two things I could do. I could either get the brewing house in Pamiers, which by itself already pays taxes and gives development, or I could get the brewing house and get him as my court brewmaster. Now, what does my court brewmaster do? I didn't even know I had that role. Apparently, I do not. So it's an unavailable position. Where is the brewmaster? There it is. Okay, so once we get the brewing house, we can get the brewmaster, which will make me more popular. We could share. Yes, which would basically make me more popular. I don't think we need that necessarily. So I'd rather him taking care of the brew house for 25. That is a good beginning. And with that, we have returned home. Thank goodness. And observing still warily the troops moving in ever larger numbers through our lands, but except for the slight occasional banditry by rogue mercenaries, not an awful lot is changing. So the control in Carcassonne is slowly getting there. Very slow control growth as well. So we've still got some issues in the southern lands. So Béziers actually started to look worse. What happened here? We do have, we do have some growth here, but Milot. What happened in Milot? Okay, we're going. This is Count Ogier's lands. What happened here? How did he manage to? Does he manage to lose so much control over the lands? So this might be something we actually have to keep an eye on, because I thought we were already better. With Duchess Eleanor's diligent administration of my household finances, she really is good at that, there is more gold at the end of this season than expected. How should we best put it to use? So we could make everybody happy. We could get... I don't need 10 control in Toulouse, because Toulouse has already 100 control. But we could get plus 10% development. We could get schemes, or no. I think we're going to save it, because we are, after all, looking to increase the size of the castle in Toulouse, and that still is a very expensive undertaking. So I think I'll take. Actually, that is a good question. Do I still want another wandering perk? Do we have? Stone and turn, development and control when hosting activities. That might actually be good. We'll take one more, and then I might switch to stewardship. But let's see. Let's see what we do next. Anyway, yes, we are looking to increase the control of the castle, and Juliana has learned the Arabic language. That can come in quite handy, I believe. Does she have any other language? High German. Yeah, that sounds good. Go for it. My younger ones are still. Auric is still too little to have any kind of activity. But yeah, I am a little concerned about the loss of control in Milot. I'm not entirely certain what happened there, but that is something we do need to keep an eye on and see if Count Ogier. I might actually get Count Ogier is currently training my commanders, but it looks like he has lost some touch on his duchy. So we get him to improve the control over Milo, especially while we have so many troops marching through our lands here. And it looks like the Sultan's divisions have been rapidly beaten and are in full retreat. While, oh my goodness, there is a big battle going on. Okay, that looks like an absolute slaughter of the remaining Andalusian troops. So, well, that jihad is going nowhere, and I'm glad we didn't join in this endeavor, because all the armies marching through here are certainly not improving life for anybody. And we have plagues. Where is it? This one? No. Okay. Here in there it is. Oh, I didn't even see it. Yes, there is actually a plague. See, this is what you get when you have tens of thousands of soldiers marching through the lands all the time. You get the plague. So for now, I'm going to switch order to help control plagues, and we shall see what you can do. I hear a commotion from my daughter Navarre's chambers. Hastening inside, I see the wet nurse Boslava is playing with her. My liege, perfect timing. Navarre just took her first step, she shouts excitedly. All right, a giant step for a child, a small step for a ruler. Well done, little one. There's still a massive amount of troops marching through our lands, and we do have to keep a very close eye on the spread of the White Plague that obviously, now that many military men are on the move, is once again spreading across the lands. However, for now, it looks like the crusade is going pretty much in favor of the French, and there's relatively little enemy opposition. They're making their ways into the Al-Andalusian headlands. Meanwhile, the plague is spreading there, and also spreading in the north. So far, it hasn't crossed our borders yet or even threatened them, but we shall see. My sponsorship of the local church, as well as the fact that we are borderlands to the infidel and need strengthening of our castles, has not been going unnoticed in Rome. So we have yet again asked the head of faith for some coin, and we have received, which allows us to upgrade Toulouse Castle to a keep. So with that, we'll get, what do we get? We get +3 4 level. We get, and we get, more importantly, we get more taxes, but we also unlock upgrading of future of other holdings. So farms and fields. Currently, we've got the hamlets, and we could go into barns and storehouses once we have the keep. I don't think we can upgrade the. Might be able to upgrade the bailey as well. Yes, the camp cooks, the militia camps into training fields. We don't have the necessary innovation for that. The great burial site, I think, is just missing coin, and the stables could be. The stables also are just missing coin. So once we have that, things can be further improved in Toulouse. And like I said, after the next. It's too early anyway. We still have to wait until January next year for to change focus. But then I think we'll be looking at some stewardship to improve the building of the duchy for the future of my little ones, mostly Henrique de Villeron. But once again, this is prevented potentially by plagues if we're not careful. So we do have to keep a very close eye on things. And Order is meant to control plagues, actually. That should increase our plague resistance. Yes. So with control plagues, we get a +10 on plague resistance in the borderlands. So if the plague makes its way there, then we should hopefully be able to defend it. I have reached 60 years of age, and my health is becoming poorer by the day. the long life and the many battles I have fought are starting to wear on me. And it has been highlighted that while Aldéric is still very little, we may have to designate a regent in my place if I was to leave this world before he comes of age, given that he's still very, very young. So I think my chancellor, Count Antoine of Gévaudan, my brother, shall be regent in my place in case actually I think he already is. Yeah. So we're designating him as the regent of the duchy, in case I shall leave this world too early for my son to become of age. And it's official. We have proclaimed that in the case of my untimely death, Count Antoine of Gévaudan shall become a regent of the duchy. And with that, we are looking at the future of Toulouse under Aldéric de Villeron, my little one, if I can still see him growing up. My spy master has finally discovered the schemer behind all the troubles at court. Ethelbert is plotting to kill me. The daughter of Edwig of Exeter, who was one of the knights of my father, and the wife of my master of the hunt, is a criminal and has been planning to murder me. So we can finally deactivate redoubling of the guards. The scheme has been abandoned, and we shall now, I think we shall imprison her, since we have, she is a known criminal, but I think there's no chance of acceptance. So I think if we attempt that, she will flee. What other options do we have? We don't want to murder her. We could try her to take the vows and send her to a convent. But we don't even have the piety to do that. No, I think we'll just we will send the guards, and we will see what the reaction is. But I think she will make for she will make for the lands and for the countryside and escape. Okay, Ethelbert has managed to avoid capture and has fled to the countryside. Yes, I know, Vigerich has followed her, but it was inevitable. We cannot have a murderer in our midst. As good of a knight as he was, and as capable of a master of the hunt as he was, this is simply not acceptable. We shall have Sami Basri appointed as my master of the hunt in return. And it is unfortunate that Vigerich decided to join her, but such is the life of things sometimes, and we cannot tolerate a murderer that much longer. Do we have anybody who is unmarried still? We've got Leuthold, but he is. What happened to his wife? She died from being ill. Okay. Oh well, I think this was already his second wife, so I think he's at the age where he has become a drunkard, where he is. And he's not that much into women anyway. We shall not force anything onto him. We've got Thwadomir. What happened to his spouse? He was married to Philomena. Let's see if we can find him a wife that matches someone who's Polish as well, to join him at court. All right, so we've got Srinislava, a Polish woman, a bit of an intrigant, but overall she is a gentlewoman, and she knows her way around the blade. So her and Thwadomir, being from the same culture and with the same background, have immediately hit it off. A lot of the construction is being overseen by Duchess Eleanor, and she has gained architectural expertise. Well done, her. So she is indeed a very, very, very capable woman, and I am glad that my family is in her capable hands at this point where I am starting to really feel my age. But at least we have gotten rid of Ethelbert, Edric's daughter. And for now, she's wandering the lands and hopefully gone from my life for good. Vile woman. Okay, we've got the no stone unturned. I think that's the last one that I'm taking here. And then we'll see if we can we change focus already, or is it too early? 29 January. Okay, we'll wait until 29th of January and then we'll change the focus to stewardship for the time being. Béziers is raising their armies. I am not entirely certain what they are up to, but it might be that they're planning to join the crusade against the Al-Andalusians. But, well, this is up to them if that's what they want to do. Okay, we'll take the stewardship focus for the rest of my days. And we actually probably have to spend some coin to... Yeah, some of the artifacts are not in good... My gosh, 75? Not in good shape. So we have to start spending some coin to repair these. Especially, Travels of Bernard, that is a very important one that needs to be repaired as well. The Code of the Swan still holding on, and the Fine Battle Axe for a while yet, until my son comes of age. The army of Béziers is still gathering. It looks like they may have, Count Guillaume may have been joining the Crusaders. But I am too old and tired for this. I have fought many battles in my life, and this is one that I shall let somebody else fight. Ogier the Stout has returned order in Millau, and with that, I think we're going to send him around the duchy to do that in the others as well. We have a fair few things to. Let's have another round in Albi, and make sure that there is nothing left of the original evil that was in this place. The plague seems to be concentrating on the coastlines pretty much, and hasn't come upriver yet. However, just in case, I've got order to make sure that any kind of plague that might get close is under control. We just have the plague resistance up. And can we do another inspection? We can actually. I think we shall do one more inspection in Quercy. And just to make sure that Quercy... okay, we've still got to wait for 49 days before we can do it. But we'll see. We will do one more inspection in Quercy once it becomes available. That might be my last trip around the lands. The Eleanor has fallen pregnant once more. That is good news, but that might be the last of our children. And the pitiful soldiers of Allah were no match for our warriors. Under the wise and pious leadership of Benoit, the Catholic faithful repelled the invaders and reaffirmed once more their claim over Aragon. Perhaps next time the Sultan will not be so eager to throw away the lives of his followers in a futile attempt to test the power of St. George. Well, at least that's over, and everybody can start going home now and stop spreading plagues in my lands. Bohuslava is no longer my wet nurse. I think she got too old, because we definitely do have children in the court. So I might have to find myself a new wet nurse. Do we have anybody? We have Constance de Ridefort. She would be potentially a candidate, but I think we can call out and see if we can find ourselves a new wet nurse while we're busy doing the inspection in Quercy. In the end, the inspection has been inconclusive. The people are happy that I am taking care of things, but we might have to return and do this better another day. For now, we haven't really been able to deal with all the problems that have shown up. As the procession rolls through the plains of Montauban, I spot a peasant walking alongside the road with no shoes. His feet are bloodied and swollen. He clearly must have been walking for a long time. As I pass him, I look closely at his face, the sad eyes, the grimace of pain. Perhaps I could help somehow. Of course we shall help him. Get this man some shoes. It's unacceptable that things are like this. With shoes now covering his calloused feet, the peasant gives me a knowing smile and walks to match my pace. You are a good and kind duke, and that kindness will be rewarded. I am Archambault of the house de Livesou, and I always reward those with kind hearts. It would seem this man is not a peasant at all, but a noble of great wealth. We could get him to join our court, but he's a bit deceptive, and also, while he is he has learned, but he's not the greatest diplomat in the world. So no, I graciously accept. Thank you very much. And journeying through Castle Sarrazin, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent splayed open with yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. I come in, O mighty Duke. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you reading of your future travels. Okay, we could get. Nah, I'm good, thank you. I am a learned man. I don't believe in these sort of things. All right, we have looked for a wet nurse, so let's see who we've found. We've got Richonda, who is a bit of a villain. Or we've got Navarre, who is not great. Navarre is not great at her job, so I don't like any of them. So with that, we have arrived back home. I can go inside again, and we shall simply appoint Constance de Ridefort as our wet nurse. She is the wife of Adébert de Villars, which was one of my knights. So now we shall simply have her take the job, since she is already there, and we haven't found anybody more capable. So for now, things have calmed down a little bit, and the wars in Aragon hopefully will be over. The plague has receded. We've got Ogier taking care of the last remnants of unrest in the southern lands. We're building up further the development in Toulouse, and hopefully Quercy is going to follow suit. And with that, we are looking to be poised to leave our duchy in good hands. Now, is there anything I can do yet? No, not yet. And yes, my wife's pregnant once more. So one more child to join our family, and we shall see how that turns out.